Have you ever felt like the world was waiting to test your patience at every corner? Like every step you take, someone's ready to tear you down or show you disrespect. Imagine this the next time someone hurls a cutting remark or dismissive glance your way. Instead of boiling over with anger or letting it fester, you respond with a powerful, unbreakable calm, a calm so steady that you walk away not feeling drained, but empowered. It may sound idealistic, even too good to be true, but this strength is within reach. Welcome to Stoicism in Action. Today we're venturing into Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has helped countless people reclaim their inner strength in the face of adversity. But make no mistake, Stoicism isn't just about silently enduring hardship. It's about transforming every challenge, even disrespect, into a stepping stone for personal growth. Stoicism teaches us that our true power lies not in trying to control or change the people around us, but in mastering our own minds, our perceptions, decisions, and actions. In this video, we'll uncover 10 timeless Stoic lessons designed to change the way you handle disrespect and adversity forever. These aren't lofty, abstract theories. They're practical, life-altering strategies that have stood the test of time. Imagine turning each confrontation into an opportunity, each insult into a test of your strength. The Stoics mastered the art of transforming reactions into thoughtful responses, struggles into strength. Imagine wielding these skills, feeling a sense of power and calm in moments that would once have left you frustrated and angry. By the end of this video, you won't just understand Stoicism on a surface level. You'll gain tools to fortify your mind, so that the world's disrespect becomes mere ripples against the fortress of your inner peace. This isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending challenges don't matter. It's about choosing where you direct your energy and power. If you're tired of feeling like a victim of others' rudeness, this journey is for you. Stay with us, and by the end, you'll have the confidence to stand firm, regardless of what life throws your way. Let's embark on this journey of transformation and empowerment together. And if you're new here, consider joining our community by subscribing to Invincible Within, where we explore more than just Stoic philosophy but life-changing tools to build inner strength. Drop 999 in the comments if you're ready to dive deep and take back control of your inner peace. Watch until the end to equip yourself fully. And don't forget to share this video with anyone who could use a boost of resilience and calm in their life. Let's dive in and begin transforming challenges into the building blocks of our own empowerment. This concept is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a powerful ally when dealing with disrespect. To the Stoics, wisdom isn't merely about accumulating knowledge or knowing abstract theories. It's about practical application, especially in challenging situations. Wisdom, in the Stoic sense, is about discerning what truly matters and what doesn't, what lies within our control, and what we must learn to accept. When someone disrespects you, the immediate reaction often leans toward letting emotions take control. Anger, frustration, and hurt easily cloud our judgment, steering us down a path of reactive, often regrettable responses. But Stoic wisdom offers us a different path, the ability to pause, step back, and view the situation from a higher vantage point. This isn't about suppressing or dismissing our feelings. Instead, it's about understanding them, questioning them, and deciding with clarity how we want them to influence our actions. Stoic wisdom encourages us to ask critical questions. Why does this disrespect bother me? Is it truly as significant as it feels, or is it my perception that has magnified its importance? And most importantly, how can I respond in a way that aligns with my values and enhances my well-being? By engaging in this reflective process, we move beyond automatic, unfiltered reactions to a place where our responses are grounded in thoughtfulness and balance. Furthermore, wisdom invites us to zoom out and see the larger picture. In the grand scheme, most instances of disrespect are fleeting, minor blips on the radar of our lives. When we apply wisdom, we recognize that our self-worth is independent of others' judgments or actions. We detach our peace of mind from the need for external validation, anchoring it instead in our internal moral compass. Applying Stoic wisdom also helps us to approach others with a deeper sense of understanding and compassion. When faced with disrespect, it's worth considering the possible roots of the other person's behavior. Perhaps they act out of ignorance, insecurity, or even their own internal struggles. This isn't about excusing disrespectful behavior, but rather understanding it, which, in turn, shapes our own response. Instead of meeting hostility with hostility, we can choose empathy, patience, or a firm yet composed assertiveness. This kind of response allows us to uphold our dignity and self-respect without unnecessarily escalating the conflict. By embracing Stoic wisdom, we're handed a roadmap for navigating life's challenges with grace and resilience. It empowers us to choose our responses with care, to act rather than react, and to align our actions with our most deeply held values. So, the next time you face disrespect, remember the power of wisdom. Reflect, understand, and respond with clarity and composure. This is how we bring Stoic principles to life, transforming every encounter, even those marked by disrespect, into an opportunity for growth, insight, and personal strength. This lesson is particularly transformative because it encourages us to move beyond simply managing our reactions. It invites us to actively choose to engage with others in a way that embodies the best of our humanity. When we respond to disrespect with compassion, we're not only protecting our own peace of mind, but also contributing to a more understanding and empathetic world. Stoic compassion isn't about condoning disrespectful behavior or allowing ourselves to be mistreated. Rather, it's about recognizing the pain, insecurity, or ignorance that often drives such behavior. In seeing beyond the surface of disrespect, we glimpse the humanity and struggles that others may be silently carrying. So what does it truly mean to respond with compassion in the face of disrespect? First, it involves empathy, a conscious effort to understand the possible reasons behind someone's actions. In Stoic philosophy, there's an emphasis on our interconnectedness and the idea that everyone acts according to their own perception of right and wrong, however flawed that perception may be. When someone disrespects you, they're often revealing their own vulnerabilities, biases, or inner battles. Responding with compassion means acknowledging that their behavior speaks more to their own state of mind than it does to your worth or values. To cultivate this compassionate response, we begin by imagining what could have led the person to act disrespectfully. Perhaps they're struggling with their own feelings of inadequacy, or maybe they've had an exceptionally difficult day. This doesn't mean justifying or excusing their actions. Rather, it's about understanding the factors that may have influenced their behavior, which can help to diffuse our own immediate anger or frustration. Maintaining our dignity and self-respect is also essential. Compassionate response isn't synonymous with passivity or submission. It's about choosing a path that aligns with our values and integrity. Sometimes, the most compassionate response might involve calmly asserting our boundaries, or even offering a few kind words, which can shift the dynamic and open the door to more respectful interactions. Compassion, in this sense, becomes an active choice to engage with integrity, refusing to mirror the hostility directed at us. Lastly, compassion includes the willingness to forgive. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting or excusing repeated patterns of disrespect. It's about freeing ourselves from the burden of anger, bitterness, and resentment. Holding on to these negative emotions often harms us more than it affects the other person. In choosing to let go, we reclaim our peace of mind and create space for growth and healing. Embracing compassion allows us to embody the Stoic ideal of responding to life's challenges with virtue and strength. Each act of kindness, understanding, and forgiveness transforms moments of disrespect into opportunities to practice resilience and elevate our character. This approach not only benefits us but can also inspire others to approach conflict with more openness and empathy. The next time you encounter disrespect, remember that you have the power to choose compassion. A choice that elevates not only yourself, but potentially everyone involved in the interaction. In a world that's constantly buzzing with distractions, pressures, and impulsive reactions, Stoic mindfulness offers us a sanctuary of calm and clarity. But let's clarify what Stoic mindfulness truly entails. It's not simply about being present, it's about connecting deeply with our rational mind, especially when faced with chaos or disrespect. Stoic mindfulness is the ability to observe thoughts and emotions without allowing them to dictate our actions. Imagine it as watching clouds drift by in the sky. Those thoughts and feelings are real, but we don't have to let them dominate the landscape of our minds. When someone disrespects us, it's natural to feel a storm of anger, hurt, or indignation rising within. Stoic mindfulness invites us to acknowledge these feelings without letting them overpower our reason. Here's how we can practice this. When you feel the sting of disrespect, take a moment to pause. This pause is a powerful choice, a brief, sacred space in which you decide how to respond rather than allowing knee-jerk reactions to steer you. Within this pause, ask yourself a few guiding questions. Why am I feeling this way? What part of this situation lies within my control? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values and virtues? This mindful approach doesn't just cool down the intensity of the moment. It also deepens our understanding of ourselves. With time, we begin to notice patterns in our reactions, allowing us to reflect on and even change them. Perhaps we discover that certain words or actions no longer provoke us as they once did. Stoic mindfulness gradually builds resilience and detachment, enabling us to handle disrespect with a calm that is both empowering and liberating. In choosing to respond with compassion and mindfulness, we align ourselves with Stoic principles in a way that transforms each challenge into an opportunity for growth, cultivating an inner strength that remains steady amid life's storms. Imagine discovering a strength and steadiness within you that you didn't even realize existed. Stoic mindfulness isn't just about handling disrespect, it's a foundational practice that enriches every aspect of your life. It sharpens your focus, steadies your nerves, and deepens your appreciation for the present moment. More than that, it helps you live intentionally, not reactively. Isn't that a powerful, graceful way to navigate the world? The next time you face disrespect or any difficult situation, remember you have a tool as ancient as it is effective: Stoic mindfulness. By observing your thoughts and emotions with detachment and clarity, you maintain your power and poise. You become less swayed by external events or other people's opinions, and more aligned with your inner stability, living as the master of your own mind and actions. This indeed is the Stoic way, a path open to you right now, ready to transform your responses, relationships, and life. This lesson reveals a profound adversity can be transformed into advantage. Instead of merely enduring negative experiences, Stoicism teaches us to use them as stepping stones for personal growth and self-improvement. When faced with disrespect, think of it as life's invitation to strengthen your character, deepen your resilience, and sharpen your understanding. Imagine that every instance of disrespect is a test, not designed to bring you down but to encourage you to rise, to practice your virtues, and to refine your inner strength. In the Stoic gymnasium, your mental and emotional muscles are exercised, growing stronger with every encounter. So, how do we turn these experiences into opportunities for growth? The first step is to shift our perspective. Rather than seeing disrespect as something that belittles us, we can choose to see it as something that expands our understanding of human behavior, tests our patience, and hones our ability to respond with wisdom. This perspective shift moves us from a place of victimhood to empowerment, from mere reaction to mindful choice. With this shift, disrespect no longer drains us. It instead fuels our journey toward becoming more resilient, grounded individuals. Next, use these experiences as mirrors for self-reflection. Each moment of disrespect can reflect aspects of ourselves that we might need to work on. Our sensitivity, our pride, or perhaps our expectations of others. Examining our reactions to disrespect reveals personal insights and areas for self-improvement. This process allows us to look within, not as a form of self-critique, but as a journey toward self-awareness. Over time, you'll find that these reflections offer valuable wisdom, guiding you toward a more centered, balanced existence. Viewing challenges as opportunities for growth also fosters a profound sense of gratitude, even for the tough times. Yes, gratitude. For every challenging experience contributes to your development, shaping you into a more resilient, compassionate, and wise person. This perspective allows us to see difficulties as essential elements in our growth journey. And as you grow through these experiences, you naturally set an example for those around you. Your ability to handle disrespect with grace and poise becomes an inspiration, creating a ripple effect of growth and positivity. In embracing this Stoic lesson, you're not merely dealing with disrespect, you're transcending it. You're taking what life hands you and transforming it into fuel for your self-improvement, setting yourself as a beacon of resilience for others to follow. So, the next time you encounter disrespect, remember that it's more than just a negative experience. It's an opportunity. Embrace it, learn from it, and watch as you transform into a stronger, wiser person, radiating a strength that has the power to uplift not only you, but also those around you. This understanding leads us to one of the most cherished outcomes of a Stoic life: inner peace. Think of inner peace as a sanctuary, a calm, unshakable center within you that remains steady regardless of the storms outside. Stoicism doesn't promise a life without challenges or disrespect. It promises the tools to maintain your composure and tranquility no matter what life brings. Cultivating this inner peace starts with a fundamental understanding. Our inner peace is ours to keep, and no one can take it away without our permission. While this may sound simple, it's a profound realization that can transform how we experience life's challenges. Through these practices, you're not merely living. You're thriving with a calm confidence that resonates outward, impacting your life and the lives of those around you. Each moment of adversity becomes an opportunity to cultivate the sanctuary within, reinforcing that no storm can shake the foundation of peace you've built. This is the heart of a Stoic life, a commitment to self-mastery, resilience, and compassion that stands unshaken by the chaos around us. When someone disrespects you, they're essentially just rattling the gates of your inner sanctuary. Whether you allow that disturbance in is entirely up to you. One of the core Stoic practices for maintaining inner peace lies in grounding ourselves in the present moment. The past is unchangeable, and the future is yet to unfold. All we truly have is right now. By anchoring ourselves in the present, we become less vulnerable to being swayed by past grievances or anxieties about the future, both of which are common triggers when faced with disrespect. Another critical Stoic habit is the daily exercise of reflecting on what is within our control and what is not. This isn't a one-time contemplation, it's a repeated, intentional practice that strengthens our ability to distinguish between external events and internal responses. By continuously reaffirming that our thoughts and reactions lie within our control, we safeguard our inner peace from being disturbed by external chaos. Acceptance also plays a vital role here. This isn't a passive or resigned acceptance, but rather an acknowledgement of reality as it is. At times, this means accepting that certain people may behave disrespectfully, or that the world may not meet our expectations. When we embrace these truths without resistance, we conserve our energy and uphold our serenity. Gratitude, too, profoundly supports inner peace. By focusing on what we're thankful for, We shift our perspective from frustration or irritation to one of appreciation and abundance. Even amid challenges, if we can find something to be grateful for, we ground ourselves in a positive emotional state that nurtures tranquility. Maintaining inner peace is a continuous practice, a commitment to yourself that you renew every day. It involves making choices aligned with Stoic principles, choosing responses that preserve your calm, and engaging with life from a place of centeredness and strength. The more consistently you apply these principles, the more resilient your inner peace becomes, transforming you into a beacon of tranquility in a turbulent world. Nurture it, protect it, and allow it to be your steady guide through life's inevitable highs and lows. Now, as for setting boundaries with Stoic wisdom, it begins with a deep understanding of what truly matters to you, your core values and principles. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our actions and reactions, which are within our control, and to release our hold on external events and others' behaviors, which are beyond it. When setting boundaries, the Stoic approach would have us calmly and rationally communicate our limits, rooted in self-respect and an understanding of our own worth, while respecting others' freedom to be as they are. Boundaries are not about control or demand, but about clarity of one's needs and expectations. For example, if someone consistently disrespects your time, a Stoic boundary might involve clearly communicating your availability and sticking to it. Not out of spite or anger, but from a place of self-respect and valuing your own time. It's essential, however, to maintain equanimity and composure during these conversations, as they reflect your commitment to Stoic principles. Moreover, setting boundaries with Stoic wisdom also means preparing to accept outcomes gracefully, whatever they may be. People may not always respond positively to your boundaries, and that's okay. Stoicism teaches us to accept the things we cannot change, focusing instead on preserving our own virtue and peace of mind. Incorporating Stoic wisdom into boundary setting also requires regular self-reflection. Are your boundaries protecting your peace and allowing you to live according to your values? Are they adaptable enough to evolve with changing circumstances while still maintaining your core principles? This ongoing self-assessment ensures that your boundaries support your growth and well-being, aligning with the Stoic pursuit of a virtuous and contented life. Forgiveness may initially seem at odds with the Stoic ideals of resilience and fortitude, yet it is, in truth, a profound expression of Stoic strength. Practicing forgiveness, in a Stoic sense, is not about condoning hurtful actions or denying your feelings. Rather, it is about liberating yourself from the grip of resentment for your own well-being and peace of mind. The Stoic approach to forgiveness is rooted in a deep understanding of human nature and the limitations of our control. People often act based on their flawed perceptions, experiences, and judgments. When someone wrongs us, it is frequently due to their own ignorance or misconceptions. Recognizing this can help us detach their actions from our emotional responses, allowing us to respond with clarity and compassion. So, how can we incorporate this Stoic practice of forgiveness into our daily lives? It begins with an internal acknowledgement that the anger or hurt we feel is a personal response, one that resides within our power to release. This process is not instantaneous, it requires ongoing effort. You may need to remind yourself continuously, perhaps even moment by moment, that holding on to resentment serves no purpose and, in fact, harms you more than the individual you struggle to forgive. Moreover, Stoic forgiveness invites us to adopt a broader perspective. Life is inherently filled with imperfections, and human behavior is often marked by flaws and misunderstandings. By practicing forgiveness, you align yourself with the reality of our human condition, recognizing that mistakes are an inevitable part of life. It is also essential to differentiate between forgiving and forgetting. Stoic forgiveness does not imply ignoring the lessons learned from difficult experiences or placing yourself back in harmful situations. You can extend forgiveness while still choosing to maintain a safe distance or establish necessary boundaries, as discussed previously. Remember, forgiveness is ultimately a gift you give yourself. It is a declaration of independence from the negative emotions that tether you to the past, allowing you to move toward the tranquility and freedom that Stoicism promises. As you engage in the practice of Stoic forgiveness, you may discover that it not only lightens your emotional burdens, but also opens your heart and mind, enabling you to experience life with greater clarity and joy. In Stoicism, contentment is not about passive acceptance or resignation. Rather, it is about achieving inner fulfillment and peace regardless of external circumstances. This state of being reflects profound resilience and an unwavering commitment to your values and self-worth. Cultivating contentment in the face of disrespect is a powerful act of self-determination. It involves acknowledging the disrespect, recognizing that it can only affect your inner peace if you permit it, and choosing to maintain your composure and equanimity. This does not imply that you ignore or trivialize the disrespect. Instead, it means you refuse to allow it to disturb your inner tranquility. So how do we cultivate this sense of contentment? It begins with the recognition that our happiness and peace of mind depend primarily on our internal state rather than external events or the opinions of others. This is a core Stoic belief. Our reactions to events, not the events themselves, are what cause distress. When you truly internalize this philosophy, you begin to perceive instances of disrespect and other external challenges as opportunities to practice maintaining your inner peace. Another critical aspect of this process is focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot. While you cannot control the actions or words of others, you have full control over your response to them. By concentrating on your reactions, ensuring they align with your values and sense of self-respect, you cultivate a strong foundation of inner peace. Additionally, you can practice mindfulness to further enhance your ability to respond with equanimity. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts and feelings without immediate reaction. When faced with disrespect, take a moment to pause, breathe, and assess the situation. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I respond in a manner that reflects my true self? This pause creates space for a thoughtful response rather than an impulsive reaction, allowing you to maintain your integrity and uphold your dignity. In doing so, you transform moments of potential conflict into opportunities for personal growth, reinforcing your commitment to Stoicism. By embracing this path, you not only strengthen your own resilience, but also inspire others to cultivate their peace and composure in the face of adversity. Your journey toward forgiveness and contentment ultimately enriches not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Cultivating contentment is inherently tied to living in alignment with your principles. Practicing gratitude plays a vital role in this journey. By intentionally focusing on the positives in your life and appreciating what you already have, you shift your attention away from the negativity of disrespect and toward the abundance of good that surrounds you. This approach doesn't involve ignoring the challenges or hurtful experiences. Rather, it empowers you to choose not to let them overshadow the wealth of goodness in your life. Engaging in regular reflection can deepen your connection with your core self, serving as a powerful reminder of your worth and values. Disrespect can indeed shake our sense of self, but when anchored in a profound understanding of your intrinsic value, the opinions and actions of others lose their power over you. This final lesson invites you into a transformative Stoic practice, reframing acts of disrespect as instances of indifference. In Stoic philosophy, indifference refers to external events or circumstances that, while they may provoke immediate emotional responses, do not possess the ability to impact our moral character or our commitment to living a virtuous life. When you begin to perceive disrespect through this lens, you recognize that it need not disturb your inner equanimity or detract from your happiness. But how can we practically adopt this empowering perspective, especially when disrespect feels so personal and cutting? It starts with a conscious decision to evaluate our automatic responses. Typically, we might react to disrespect with hurt, anger, or resentment. However, by pausing to remind ourselves of what truly matters, our character, our actions, and our responses, we can shift our focus from external provocations to the steadiness of our inner selves. Understanding the role of perception in our emotional responses is another key aspect of this practice. Stoicism teaches us that it is not the events themselves that disturb us, but the views we take of them. By challenging our perceptions and asking ourselves why we've given so much power to someone else's words or actions, we can begin to diminish their impact on our lives. Cultivating this perspective can also be strengthened through regular reflection and meditation practices, which enhance our ability to detach from external judgments and disturbances. Visualizing scenarios where we might face disrespect and mentally rehearsing a stoic response can prepare us to handle real life situations with greater ease and effectiveness. Importantly, this shift in perspective is not about suppressing emotions or pretending that disrespect doesn't hurt. It's about acknowledging those feelings and then releasing them, recognizing that they do not define our true selves or our capacity for contentment. As we conclude our journey through these Stoic lessons, I encourage you to keep reflecting on and practicing them daily. Explore the vast and rich tradition of Stoic philosophy and share your experiences with others, for in teaching, we also learn and grow. Remember, your progress is a testament to your strength and commitment to living a thoughtful and virtuous life. In the spirit of Stoicism, let us carry forward the wisdom we have gained. Embrace each lesson as a stepping stone toward a more resilient and fulfilling life. As you continue on this path, I invite you to engage more deeply with our community. If you found value in this exploration of Stoic principles, please consider subscribing to the Invincible Within channel, liking this video, and sharing it with your friends. Your engagement fuels our collective journey of growth and understanding, making our Invincible Within community all the more special. Let's keep exploring, questioning, and growing together. Thank you for being an integral part of Invincible Within.